welcome to the November 6th, 2024 Conservation Commission meeting for the town of Berlin. As a reminder, open session public meetings are subject to being recorded. Your image and voice will be recorded. Review and approval of previous minutes. Oh, hold on, I actually do have, I think Vin and Cuss's last name is spelled wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Other than that.
All right.
Other than that, so motion to approve the minutes as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
I abstain.
Okay.
Because I wasn't here.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask you to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, we have minutes. Treasurer's report.
Oh, no
Same.
real update. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Bills and forms.
No bills, no forms.
No bills, no forms. Mail and notices.
Not really much going on in the mail. Other than, 40Ks has experienced more vandalism, people cutting trees.
Oh, I missed that, really?
Yeah, let's see.
So what form is that in, Maddie? Probably spray paint?
Yeah, let's see what they were.
Did you say cutting trees?
Yeah, I think they were cutting trees. Let's see. So they recorded the SVT tree down on, okay, so there's a tree down on the Red Trail.
Okay.
Then residents of 44A Candace Road have once again decorated the CR property for Halloween. No new paintings of trees, however, hanging of ropes, spider webs, and other decorations.
Okay. Let's draft a letter,
Okay.
so we can.
I mean, explain that. What is it? Did you see it, Maddie?
Or you can see it? No.
I about Conservation Commission. I've cut a bunch of garbage on it, a lot of invasives, cut trees. I planted trees. I take care of it, manage it.
Well, they're spray painting trees and decorating them.
Temporarily.
Well,
I mean, we got things to do to worry about. We should be worrying about protecting more land, going after stuff instead of.
well, SVT is not very happy with us that we are not working with them, and it is actually the fact that we are not responsive to them is what is holding up the Mount Pisgah CR, because they put something in there saying that if there is a boundary dispute, it's how they're phrasing it. Just let me finish. If there is a boundary dispute, and we acknowledge that there is a boundary dispute, but we do nothing about it, they will take matters into their own hands and charge the town whatever it costs them.
Okay, listen, I wanna go and see this before we vote on it, okay? Where is it?
It's up by that old mink farm.
Have you seen it?
I saw
It's
the
off
stuff
of
from.
Candace Road. It's
Yeah.
the same people that had the
Camper.
camper. Yeah,
Yeah.
that had the camper. It's the same people
Off of
that we've
Candace.
talked to over and over and over.
Oh, okay. Okay, excuse me,
Yep.
if it's that, great,
Yep.
okay.
But yeah, I was actually just down the hall talking to Kristen about the CR.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try and have a
Got it.
conference call with the attorney tomorrow.
Is that a violation of the ordinance? Can they be fined, or?
But we have tried to get, part of the issue is that the property where they live is in Clinton, and the property that they're just damaging is in Berlin, because the town line is right there.
Got it, okay.
So the Berlin police have not been helpful. Clinton police don't care.
How are we gonna enforce it?
DEP?
We've tried to get the environmental police to come out, and they say, oh, you have to catch them. Theoretically, they could say that it's not them.
Can we
Okay,
put
if you
cameras there,
simply
though?
wanna write a letter to show that we're taking action to SVT, go ahead and write the letter. I mean, it's an enforceable thing. I mean, if you followed all of our boundaries on all our lands, you'd find similar things all over the place.
Except for the spray paint, I mean, this is, so we've had pictures of prior spray painting.
Yeah.
And it's not like little trail marks or anything, they're like spray painting the trees.
It's juvenile delinquents. It's juvenile delinquents.
Sure, with support of their family, apparently.
Yeah, okay. I mean, all
Yeah.
right, do what you want.
Thank you. We're
Say
just
la
gonna
vie.
write a letter. We're gonna write a letter.
Okay,
Um,
make sure you copy SCT.
yeah, we'll copy everybody. But yes. So, yeah, put your best mean
Okay.
words and then send it to me and I'll make it meaner.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, yeah, Trump here.
Don't start. Anything else in the
No.
email? Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
there,
been
like,
really,
there
really
really
quiet.
hasn't, there's been lots and lots of, you know, this meeting
Join
and
us for
that
the
meeting
sep- yeah.
and, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Moving on then. Maplewood, nothing new, haven't had any new, notifications of soil importation.
Yeah, there was
So-
like, it seemed like there was back and forth on one of the recent soil importations, but I don't know what really came of it, but.
Right, right. Yeah, but that was like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
or something, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Highland Ridge most recent monitoring report.
I don't think we've had one since, our
It
last
hasn't
meeting.
rained,
Yeah, it hasn't
Right.
rained, right?
Yeah, right, which is its own issue.
unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah. CSX, train derailment Allen Road, you sent them the,
So for the Northbrook one, I did send the lift of the enforcement order.
okay, but.
And then Allen Road, we're just waiting for next spring to see what
Right.
it looks like.
Right, so we'll leave that on there for now, the same with River Road West.
Yep.
All right. No appointments, no hearings, no new business, old business. Notice of intent for Berlin Meadows.
All right, so I did draft a notice of intent for Berlin Meadows for the stone culvert work that Walter did. And I did send it out for you guys just to read the narrative.
I
the only-
didn't get it.
Oh, no.
I did, yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
Let's see.
It was on the same
Yeah, it was in the
email
same-
as the minutes.
Yeah, did you send that with the agenda?
Yep.
Okay, I have trouble opening
Oh,
those.
sorry, I didn't open the third, I didn't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So that's
I
probably,
didn't
my
look
at that either, I
apologies.
did.
So if
Yep.
you wanna read it
Yeah.
real quick.
Um,
That's actually, so the narrative is. Right. Yeah.
Right there.
Yep. So basically just explaining what we did
Mm-hmm.
with before and after pictures.
Right, and we've already talked about that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, essentially just asking them to allow us to keep the work that's been done.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
So
been
we
no
need-
siltation, there's been no problem, there
Right.
was no
The grass
problem in
is
the
growing
first
Right.
place.
Yep, and there's
you
been
know.
no rain, so,
Yep.
Oh.
yep.
Yep, so, and the only other thing is, I wasn't sure who should sign as the applicant, so it is town-owned land.
I
Does-
think
is
you
that
could-
us
But it's,
signing?
it's commission land.
Yeah, it's commission land.
Right.
So I was wondering if, do we all sign, like, do you all sign it?
No, the chairperson should take full responsibility.
Oh, I think
Or-
not.
Yeah, and that rock needs to be moved about that much.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so the first thing before we sign anything, so all of that is going with this also to
Yeah.
them, right? Yep, yep. Is we need to take a vote to submit a retroactive notice of intent. No, I need, well, actually, I need a motion.
Oh, excuse me.
You want so moved.
Second.
Thank you.
It's
Okay, now we can vote. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay. So. Signature of applicant. So you think we should all sign here?
Or
Is
do
that
I
what you're
sign as
thinking?
the applicant and then you guys sign as, is there a property owner version?
So,
So-
yeah.
Or do I sign as representative and then you guys sign as?
Sure, why don't you sign as representative, and then we'll sign this. Where is the signature page on this? It's usually at the end. Do you still have a page in your pile?
Oh, I think this is, right? Yeah.
Oh, so
So
there's-
for this one, yeah,
I
there's a
see.
lot less signature for the
Okay.
notice of intent, just do
Got
that.
All right, so I don't see where we sign it.
Yeah, so I guess, so applicant and property owners, I guess.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have Walter sign as the applicant.
Well, he was the applicant, right?
He was.
Mm.
I'm not applying, I'm ignoring this.
Okay, sign that top line, please.
Does that mean he can't sign that one?
So it's all the same, I guess, yeah. We're usually not on this end of it,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, this doesn't look like what I'm used to
Yeah,
seeing.
it's very strange for the commission to file.
Right?
Notice of intent for us to review
What's
later.
the date? Oh,
The
The
6th.
6th. 11/6. 24. Just helping you out, friend.
thanks.
All right, and then how about the rest of us just sign underneath?
That works.
All right. Awesome. Right?
So, I practiced that for
Okay.
a long time.
I used to do that. Good. I like it.
Okay, is that all you need for that?
Yep.
All right.
So I will submit that and potentially we'll put it on the agenda for November, though they're probably not gonna have a DEP file number for us by then.
Right.
Do you think I'm better off just putting it on for December, like advertising it for December and a butter
Do
notification?
we
for-
have 2 meetings in November?
Yes, I think, well,
Yeah, 'cause Thanksgiving's the end, right?
Thanksgiving is late.
yeah, so
Right.
it's the 20th would be our.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6th, yeah, the 20th, and then, but and we do have 2 in December also. Like, are you thinking December 4th or December 18th?
The 4th,
The 4th?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, be prepared for that, I
Yeah.
guess. That may, yeah. All right. All right, 61 Lancaster Road.
No updates. I did reach out to Scott again to be like, see where we were, cause he was waiting on the as-built plan before scheduling the site visit out there.
Okay.
So I checked, it was just today that I
right.
sent him an email, but.
So I think what I would like to do is schedule a site visit regardless,
Yeah.
because we could have snow at any point,
Right.
and that will hinder our visibility.
Yep.
And, if that happens, then nothing's gonna happen until there's no snow.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Yep.
don't be playing the game.
Yep, yep, that's fair. And now that we have changed our clocks, it seems like weekends are probably gonna be at least the best for
Sure.
me and you,
Yep.
but get
Yeah,
that there.
yeah, we'll be out there with our flashlights
Yeah.
at 5:30.
Yep.
Is that the one with the long driveway going
Yeah.
in?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Land acquisition, nothing at the moment. I guess I'll do it under land management. Land management, 40 Caves vandalism, so we talked about that.
Yep.
We'll draft a letter. Powder House Hill conservation restriction.
Yep, so I've been chipping away at the CR, kind of updating it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the Pisco one needs to
Go first.
go
Yeah.
first, yeah. Okay, trail maintenance, Ethan's not here, but I can tell you what I know about, the parking area at Lyman Road, where the house used to be, and our application for CPA funds. So, I actually should send that to everybody, the map. So, Ethan, Fred, and Rob Horn and I met up there. We did get permission from Kristen for the highway department to do the work, and Fred has agreed that they can fit it in next early after town meeting. So it's gonna be next summer. We met up there, we talked about what we're looking for. Jim Spinney is putting together, a cost estimate so that we can ask for enough money from CPA. The deadline for filing the CPA application was November 1st, so Ethan came in to the CPA meeting right before the last one in October that they had, just to say we have everything except for the price. Is that okay to submit that, before we actually meet with you guys, but after the November 1st deadline, and they were gracious enough to say, yes, that's good. So that's where we stand. So the application has been submitted. And as soon as we get a price, we'll send that over to CPA. And if anybody wants to attend the Zoom meeting, it will be November 19th. Just for yes. And, it will be the first opportunity for the CPA committee members to ask questions outside of what was in the application.
Has we got the price yet on stones as the bids? and
No,
stuff?
that's what we're waiting for. But as long as we have it to CPA by, a little bit before the 19th.
Okay.
Do you know how many cars they think? will be
I
parked
looked
there?
at the thing, I think it's about 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no more.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yep, and then, so, couple of things, so here's the street.
And did they talk about handicap, or does that not?
Yes.
Good.
we
Okay,
did.
perfect.
Yes,
Okay.
so here's the street. There's, it's kind of wooded over here, it's kind of wooded over here. There's a little bit of trees, but the trail goes down this way, but then that goes over to a meadow over here. The old driveway, there's a maple pretty much right here, and the old driveway that's still there kind of goes around the maple. So we're gonna keep the maple. We're going to remove the old driveway in the parking area, but we're gonna leave this here and clean up all the brush and everything so that there's a flat, accessible area. And then I think it's gonna make sense probably to make this space on the end, accessible space. And then we talked about maybe at some point, just kind of clearing a trail over into the meadow. But by leaving this and there's some nice white pines back here, it'll at least, it will at least be something. And then if we can do some kind of stone dust trail over this way a little bit, so.
And,
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Signage, will there be signage there or anything?
So for the handicap spot?
That and just for trail or some kind of
Yep.
signs.
Like a kiosk?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
So,
Is that
we-
included in this? That's what
Right,
I'm asking.
so we definitely talked about a kiosk, I'm not, the highway department won't do that,
Right,
we'll
okay.
do that, to some degree. And CPA is ordering signs for CPA projects to let the public know that,
okay.
you know, like, there's gonna be one on the pickleball courts, there's gonna be one on the community garden fence, there'll be one for the, Powder House Hill property, just letting people know that,
Where their money's going.
Where their money's going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep,
That's
there's
nice.
gonna be one on the Bullard House. I think that one's gonna be a temporary one, so we have some temporary ones for as projects are in,
Okay.
being done. So once the pavilion work starts and the field starts, there'll be temporary signs there, and then more permanent signs will be affixed as projects get completed.
Mm.
It's
So-
exciting.
Where will be the parking spaces?
The parking spaces will be
Right,
like
that's
this,
what I'm
right,
talking
and it's, if I remember correctly, it's 35 feet off the road and 75 feet long.
Hmm.
And that's almost exactly what's already cleared, we'll have to clear a little bit here and here, but
Hmm.
that's pretty much what's already open. So we're not, there's a white pine growing kinda in this maple, so we'll cut that down, but leave the maple, and just general cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of PI in there.
I remember
some,
I
yeah.
remember when that was the most picturesque estate in town, outside of
Wow.
Cotix, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful house, the land,
I have
farm, I
pictures
remember
of the
milking
house.
cows in there, and the fields, and take care of it, an orchard up back on a hillside. It was stupid, it was beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was actually a farm.
Yep,
Yep,
used to be a reform school.
yes, it did. And then the last thing is a fence like we did up at Terrian's. Will go around with an opening over here to get to the trail.
Mhm. So people can drive in here.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yeah, and just to
Because they
kinda,
would.
you know, yeah, just kinda square it off.
Mhm.
Why would we put a fence when we own the land on both sides of it anyway? Who cares? They're not. well,
It just delineates the
Yeah.
parking area,
So people know.
so people don't think they can park up here and park up
oh,
here and,
Okay, if they can't,
Mm.
okay.
yeah. Just stay here, just park here.
Yeah, because maybe you could put picnic tables or something up there.
We thought about
Yeah,
that,
right.
you know, so we thought about picnic tables and then we got concerned about trash, so, but maybe some
Yep.
benches
Right.
or something. Yeah, so that's the general plan. And, Fred seems, you know, is on board about doing the work, and so, that's that. So, November 19th, if you wanna come to the CPA meeting, it is on Zoom.
It's only on Zoom.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um,
So do we pay the highway department?
Correct,
Right.
yep.
I trust that Zoom is
Keep it in
local.
town, right? Keep it local.
Keep it local, absolutely, and, you know, so one of the things when we met with Fred, we talked about taking this out and, you know, maybe having grass or whatever, and he, let us know that the highway department does not have bandwidth to maintain more property, so we decided to keep the pavement.
Mm.
And just work with what we had.
Yeah, well, somebody is mowing along here.
I think they do.
Mm.
I think so.
Yeah,
Mm.
yep, but, you know, to really keep this like park-like
Mm.
would require more mowing than that.
With
Oh,
that in
yeah.
mind, did we, I can't remember what we did the other. Henry Pacific mows along River Road there where I cleared along the wall. Did we send him a letter? Do you, anybody remember
Thank,
that?
like thanking him for,
Yeah.
I don't think we did, if you did.
Yeah, I never remember.
If you wanna draft something, we can
Yeah, 'cause
sign it.
I mean, he keeps that looking
Yeah,
nice.
no, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
yep.
Where was that?
across the street from Spooky World, along the stone fence.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me, Danford Tyler's Farm.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Spooky World.
Anyway.
No, excuse me.
Yes. So that's all I have for an update on anything that's going on like that for trail-ish stuff. Ager Woods.
No updates from Gary. I don't know if you've looked into,
I copied you on an email
did.
I sent to him, I never heard back. So, how about, I mean, I don't know, my approach at this point, I think I'll contact him and say, Gary, look, you know, we wanna do, snow's gonna be here pretty soon and
Sure.
everything, you know? Is there any other, I was thinking of calling some other towns that may have had them do a plan, and how did they get the job done? There might have been alternative contractors or foresters
Right,
or
because we
something, you know?
didn't contract with him
No.
to do the work,
Right,
and he's been paid for the plan. True?
yep.
Yeah.
I may get a hold of the, I'll figure out who to call next. Now, he works for New England,
Yeah, New England Forest, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah.
right, yeah.
Right.
is it the New
But-
England Forestry Foundation? That's a different, that's
I
a
think that's a different one.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
But I may just call them and see if I can, get around and get some I'll call DEP, DCR.
Yeah, I think Michael Downey, who oversees the program, probably has
Yeah,
some contact.
Yeah,
I will
that would
call
be
Michael.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
At this point,
Call
we
Michael
just,
Downey. I
you
mean,
know,
it's- yeah.
I like Gary,
Mhm.
think he would do a great job, but if he doesn't have time
Yeah.
for it, then it's just time we move on and find someone else.
Mhm.
Mm.
All right, I will, I'll pursue that, okay.
Awesome, thank you. There actually was something that I saw in the minutes
Mm.
about Highland Ridge that I forgot to talk to you about. Phil was concerned about erosion behind the berm, right?
Or wood chips.
Correct. It's, well, you could probably describe it better than me. Well, what they've done, just to repeat briefly, they did sort of the sloped area on the far end that's not the berm, you know, it's
Yeah.
just, but it had really thick wood chips there. So what they did, so I was shocked as anybody. And they sprayed it, they seemed to treat it pretty well. We haven't looked at that together yet, so, but the berm, that's why I mentioned in the meeting last time, I'm not certain it's just gonna cure itself. I don't know how solid that is or it isn't, so that's what, you know, we need to look at and see. I don't know whether just natural seeding can work there, cause obviously you wouldn't wanna mow it or anything like that,
Right.
obviously, cause it's just too steep.
Mhm.
But I think maybe, that's why I wanted Walter or AJ, we just did a little sidebar, we're gonna do Sunday and take a look at it, so.
Oh, good.
Are
So-
you around tomorrow?
In the morning. Not in the afternoon.
I've got your number, I'll stop up, we'll look at it. You know, raw land, it explodes with recovery. Places that, I'm hunting in an area, I can remember the Wright brothers were in there and building a racetrack
Jeez,
for Walter
Orville?
Ford, and it's all grown up, what? Not the ones that fly the plane, but anyway, I should have mentioned their name, gave you an opportunity. It just explodes, it's, it'll take over. There's a lot of that stuff.
Right.
You plan it, you do all you want, and, within 10 years, why do I waste my time? It's all grown up, you know?
So the other thing we've talked informally about is Walter kindly offered to come over and take a look at some of the trees. In fact, at the coffee the other day, someone told Jane, would I come and look at this tree? And I said, well, you know what, I have some colleagues I think are more
Right.
more qualified to know yay or nay whether this should be down or not.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's
and
outside
we-
the commission.
Yeah, understood. So anyway, we are gonna do that, just to say
Cool.
it informally.
I'm sure
You know,
I
we don't need anybody's
got your
permission.
phone number, just give it to me and I'll
Correct.
call you in the morning.
847
Oh, wait, not, we're.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
you-
thank
You don't
you.
want all YouTube to
Thank
have
you
it.
very much. Thank
Let's
you
wait
for the
until after the
reminder.
meeting.
Thank you.
There were some plants sprouting in those wood chips, and it was a variety of cypress. I thought I had it,
Yeah,
Recorded
because
it
you
there.
mentioned that,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
but
not
I
indigenous.
I have difficulty
I
keeping
don't know
places
that it's a
bare. I
native.
mean, it
Yeah.
just takes over.
yeah,
Right, yeah, especially if it gets wet, if we have a wet spring,
Mm.
a lot of
Hopefully.
stuff, it's really just gonna be, keeping the invasives out,
Right.
you know, as stuff grows in.
Yeah, and, I mean, I'm sure that soil that's there has some seed bank in it,
Right,
and it just needs exposure and moisture, and it's,
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
Walter said, it's just gonna explode.
yep.
Maybe, we hope. I don't see that I recorded that, I thought I had, but,
Well, we'll check it out.
yeah, yeah.
We'll check it out.
Awesome.
Or you and Walter can go on
Sure.
tomorrow, yeah. Friday.
All right,
What's the vandalism at 40 Ks?
the spray painting of the trees that we talked
Of
about
canvas,
earlier?
of
Yeah, yeah,
canvas, yeah.
of canvas, yep.
I guess I'll add with Acre Woods, we're up to 82 northern saw-whet owls for the season.
Wow.
It's been a crazy busy season. We also caught our first barred owl up there.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
How many have you gotten?
82 northern saw-whets. Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then one barred owl who was not too
Yeah,
happy
who-
with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who got the
Yeah, who's
task
safe
of
enough?
getting
Yeah,
that out of the
really,
net?
Thankfully, it
What
wasn't too
kind?
hot. I just
Oh,
ran
that's
up
good.
and grabbed him.
Oh, wow.
Owls.
I know.
wow.
What kind of owl?
You, Bard.
Bar-
The barred owl, the
No,
big
I know
one.
the
Big
barred
one.
owls. What were the little ones?
Northern saw-whet.
And
No,
that's
A
all
sawwhet,
in Acre
okay.
Yep.
Woods?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's awesome. How big was it?
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
Oh,
they're,
yeah, like a
they're
horned
like
owl.
that size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow,
Is
that's
it easy
awesome.
to get out of?
Thankfully, he wasn't too tangled, so yep, was able to grab him, and we banded him too. So
No way.
yeah.
Have you posted
Yeah.
any pictures
It was a
on
male?
the conservation?
So we couldn't
Facebook
tell on
page?
that one.
I don't think so, not recently.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to post
Yeah.
some photos. I've
Good.
been
Very cool.
slacking.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Haven't seen people commenting on them, and the last time you put pictures on, when you posted pictures about the work on the trail,
Mhm.
I mean, people were just commenting on it, saying, oh, how wonderful, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
What's
Right.
that on the Conservation Commission?
Hmm?
Website,
On the
Facebook page.
page.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll be going out
When you and
tomorrow.
Ethan did the bridge,
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
so pictures were posted
And it's nice 'cause
on
we get to
there.
start at
Oh,
6
we've
o'clock.
seen it
Yo,
tomorrow.
you guys are-
Commenting like
We've seen
crazy.
it tomorrow. I know. Are you going out this weekend at all?
Probably Friday and Sunday night.
Check the weather.
Yeah.
You've been lucky, you've had some
Oh,
nice.
it's been
Really
nice,
nice.
yeah. Because usually we're freezing out there.
Yeah,
And yeah, they've been moving through on those warm nights too, so.
yeah. All right, does anybody have anything about community outreach?
Well, I realized I failed. I didn't put Tohonto's. You had something last time, and I forgot to put it on for this agenda for
About Tohoto.
Tohonto. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't talked, haven't had another meeting yet,
Okay.
next week. I
Okay.
think we have a meeting.
Okay, perfect. I have it on the agenda for
Oh,
our
okay.
next November meeting.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
I almost think on the community outreach, we ought to keep a bulleted list of potential projects and stuff. And I'm thinking like that garden on Pleasant Street there, and
Mhm.
I talked to people, a lot of people put a lot of effort into that, and I let them kind of govern it, since they put quite a bit of money they put in addition to what we did. But then what you wanted to do, AJ, we really ought to, that's a great idea, this kind of wild indigenous garden.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's down in the town, or out back here, or someplace.
Walter,
and
how would you feel
Not just
about-
plant it, but actually do walks and talks, on it, and tree identification.
Where's your picture?
Do some of those things.
Which one?
Well, your drawing?
Oh, yeah.
So I was thinking about that when she was talking about this. What about
Oh. we
on the
could
other
do
side of
some,
the fence?
Like along here.
I think that's quite a bit open,
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
we can make it open if
And-
it isn't open.
well,
Yeah.
and
That
there's,
would be
there's
great.
some
Yeah,
shade
and
if
that was
there's a
part of
big
the whole
elm.
thing about us
No, not
doing
elm,
some
that's
kind
a
of
maple.
thing there, like a walking
Kiosk.
garden,
Yeah.
something
And a kiosk.
that all goes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
Goes in with
Okay.
the,
Yeah, I think we called
The
it
whole
a
thing.
peace garden
Yeah,
or a
something like that.
meditative
Yeah, yeah,
garden.
something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
some
That's
sort
right.
of native
Right,
garden, yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
I like it.
Perfect.
Good job, guys.
Well, we oughta,
What do you
I mean,
think,
I
Bill?
would add that to the agenda, you know, just keep it right on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if
And
we-
that'll be easier too, because it will all be freshly dug up,
Right.
it'll
Perfect,
all be
yeah.
freshly disturbed,
Yeah.
And so other things
Mhm.
don't grow in there.
Yeah,
Right.
like the
Yeah.
poison
The right
ivy.
things,
Right.
right, poison ivy.
So
Well,
if
we'll
we
get
have a
Walter
list
And
of
bittersweet.
projects, we can present
Poison
them
ivy,
to the school
bittersweet.
council and see if we could get some of the kids
Sure,
to come and work on it.
sure.
And we
Awesome.
could put bluebird house there.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
several.
several, yeah,
Several,
especially
yeah.
with the meadow
Meadow.
habitat
Yeah, of
over here,
course.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, that's the other thing, is a bluebird trail. We put
Yeah.
out 42 boxes over the past 3 years. But, you know, they go out and yeah, big deal, and a few people, but we've never made, it should be part of our website or something, and, you know, I mean, there's a technique to how to put a bluebird box up, how to maintain it, how to, and then keep track and have a website where so many, I mean, you can open a bluebird box, it doesn't bother them, you count the
Yeah.
eggs and everything else, and get people hands-on, engage them, in other words, in
Mhm.
doing this stuff, and,
Mm.
the Bluebird Trail, I think, be nice,
Right.
we got 200 Bluebird boxes in Berlin, and this is going on, and see what's going on, you know?
Do you wanna try putting that on the list?
Yeah,
And see
I
if we
would
can
put the
get some of
Bluebird
the-
Trail on the list.
Right,
The high
do you
school
have a
kids.
list of where the
Yes, I do.
the boxes that
Yeah,
you've?
yeah.
Cause we could also do kind of a adopt a box.
That's what
kinda
I'm
thing, you
That's
know.
what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
adopt
Yeah.
a box, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we talked also about having a workshop sometime in midwinter or so, and let kids build a
Yeah.
bluebird house, and then, you know, the next
Yeah.
step, of course, is
Mm.
That would be
following the
awesome.
instructions and put it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I get you two to commit to that, maybe
Wow.
doing it sometime in March?
Sure, and,
Yes,
I bet Dave will donate the lumber.
I bet he will. And then we can reserve 1870
Yeah,
for a
good
Saturday.
place, Yeah, good place,
Yep,
unless you wanna do it outdoors. Well, maybe March, maybe.
Yeah.
People
right,
might
Mar-
shy away from that.
right. Is March, when should they go up?
May, I forget, I mean, it's all
Yeah,
listed down,
ideally-
it's all there.
Ideally, you want them up for April.
April.
Right, and
Yeah.
so if we do it in March,
Yep.
and then they go home and put it up, that'll
Yep.
be good timing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And don't forget, bluebirds are only semi-migratory, a lot of them stay around here.
right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Mm.
all winter.
I had
Yep.
a couple in my tree outside my office window the other day.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, my 2 boxes are totally empty,
Are they,
yeah,
we'll take.
so you can.
What are you doing wrong? Just kidding.
Yeah, I did walk around and empty some of the ones
No,
at
I've
Berlin
seen a
Meadows last time I was there.
bluebird.
I emptied the
On
one
the
at
barn.
Brewer
Yeah.
Brook by
Yeah.
the
They
parking
never
lot.
go
I felt
in.
bad, there was
Last time I
about
was
two.
there.
One of them, when I opened up, I was like, oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
You can stay.
Um, Awesome.
I've got actually a list that I've had for the past 20 years. I'll just send it to you, and you can just get it on, something to talk about at the
Yeah.
next agenda.
Awesome.
Well, maybe we could take a few to start with, you know,
Yep,
and see if we,
yep.
Awesome. Anybody have anything else?
I'll just, deer hunting hasn't been too good, too warm.
Okay, that's not a commission related. We can talk about that after we end the
Well,
meeting.
it's wildlife, what are you talking about, for heaven's sakes, the rut,
No.
the rut is starting right now, it's gonna get a little cooler, it's a little delayed, but, when you start seeing the bucks in the daytime and the deer in the daytime, then the rut's on for about
Yeah.
10 days, and
Yeah.
then you won't see them again, but right now, I've got 5 cameras out, and I've only got 2 pictures in daylight, they're all nighttime between like 9 in the night until 3 in the morning, maybe some 6 in the morning, but all nocturnal. Deer are very nocturnal, and they're getting around. And one guy has got cameras up around. He's got a buck up in back on Skip Sawyer's here down the street, and the same buck way up on Lyman Road. And another one, but I mean, they're going around and their noses in the air, sniffing all around, trying to find something, but they really, there's gonna be a lot of movement coming up here pretty quick on the wildlife, on our deer. We've had plenty of deer in town. I don't go I'm in the woods all the time, and I don't go any soft ground that I don't see deer tracks. It's just a lot of deer in town.
Yep.
Have any more bear sightings of late?
AJ,
Now you mention it.
AJ's friend came back last night to his hives.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Say that again? He came back?
Yeah, more damage. And I had a camera right on it, and the camera didn't trigger. I put a different camera out this
Oh.
afternoon, cause I don't know what, it's something wrong with that camera, I guess. But I mean, I'd been out there picking raspberries, and I was on the doggone
I
camera.
think I'll slather some of the honey that I got from you on the tree or something, put a camera on it, and see if we can get a bear coming in.
Get lots of insects anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right. Someone wanna make a motion?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Any non-debatable? All those in favor say aye.
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 Well,
right.
what do you
Now-
think of the election?
I think it's an atrocity.